Everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Gordon Turns, and as you can see by my new sign there, today is Friday, November 15th. Hope everybody is doing well. And so today we are going to be doing a stuffed wool bread, which they look so cute. Hopefully mine comes out good, and mine is cute too. But I'm not going to just be doing a plain wool bread. I'm going to be stuffing it. So I'm going to have a as I would say, a deconstructed or reimagined submarine sandwich. So I'm going to be, because I wanted some deli, and then I think this would be something good you guys could make for family and friends for the holiday seasons. It's like, like when your college kids come home and they hungry, you got some stuffed wool bread in the refrigerator, or you could just throw this together really quick. So saying all of that, this has a start up. So we'll be on the stove first today. And I think I'm gonna try to pronounce this. It's called Tangzhong Start Up. And you're gonna need 3 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of bread flour, and 3 tablespoons of milk. And you heat all of that up here on the stove, and then you add it to your mixture with the yeast. So the yeast is just added in later, not where you have to set it here and let it rise and all of that. So and then let me tell you a couple things that we're going to be making this week. I'm looking for my menu here. I think we got some pretty cool things this week, I think. All right, let's see here. So tomorrow we are going to be doing, I'm calling it a world tripping day. A world tripping date night. So we're going to be going to Portugal and making some caldo verde soup, which is potato and kale soup. I have been on the soup thing recently. We're going to go to France. I'm going to try my hand at some croissants. Some quick croissants. It's silent. And I know I'm going to try it. So we'll see how that goes. With some prosciutto and some Gouda cheese. And then for dessert, we're going to be in France. We staying, y'all. And we're going to do a chocolate chip vanilla custard brioche. You heard what I said? So that should be really cool. And we're going to throw in some hot tea. Because last date night, that hot tea it just was what I needed. Okay, y'all. And then let me look here and see what else. Because my husband is going to be doing most of the dinners this week. And we're going to have some fried salmon nuggets on Sunday. I'm going to do some mini chocolate layer cakes with homemade milk chocolate icing. So we got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. So saying all that, let's get to measuring out the ingredients for the starter for the bread. All right, let me cut my heat on here. Put this over medium heat. And we're going to need 2 tablespoons of water. Where did I put my dang water? Because I totally put water in the measuring cup. And now it is missing. Oh, because I left it over by the sink. Okay, forget that just happened. Okay, so I got my water that I measured out and then left over there. All right, let me see here. Need 3 tablespoons of water. This big thing is 2 tablespoons. So that's 2. This is a tablespoon. That's 3. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of bread flour. Let me get the milk first here. 3 tablespoons of milk. Let me bring y'all back down here. All right. Let me see here. And then we need our 2 tablespoons of flour. Bread flour. Make sure you got bread flour. So my family members that came over and picked up the food mama, she said that raisin bread was delicious. I told y'all this stuff was good. Try that recipe. It's called a foot-long raisin bread. I literally made it was over 12-inch loaf. I actually still have a couple slices. But for the most part, yeah, no. Most of the stuff, it was, my husband loved it as well. He was putting butter on the bread, not the other way. Okay, so I'm mixing this in. And then you could just make these plain for Thanksgiving. I bet your family will be impressed. Once you see, if this comes out right and you see the bread, you're going to be like, wow, I probably will try that. All right. So I want to just say, again, I have been getting a lot of comments lately, and I'm so happy with that. So I answer everybody back. And they have been so nice. Most comments are nice, you know. Most comments are nice. I just do what I do. This, like I said, I cook breakfast. I mean, I cook breakfast too sometimes. Dinner for my husband most nights. And so I just started recording it. Because I thought sometimes I would be like, I do some interesting things, you know. Especially the date nights. Like if you are looking for some romantic stuff to do, subscribe. And then I do date nights every Saturday. And it's usually some different theme. Place that we're going to go. Or I might be like, we doing a steakhouse or something like that. So check that out. Check those videos out. Okay, now let me get my bowl. And then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. And I like to put my bread in metal bowls. Okay, so we need a half cup of milk. I can pour this water out now because I just needed water for that. All right, now, can y'all see this? I'm going to cut this off now because this should be good. All right, so we need a half cup of milk. One egg. Four tablespoons of butter. And where I put my butter is right here. And softened butter. I had it sitting on my warm stove, so it should be good. And you need 4 tablespoons. I'm trying to adjust my eyes here. And then this also would be a good Super Bowl type thing because it's like a submarine sandwich, you know. Okay, put my egg. We need my pack of yeast. Where I put that is right here. Let's see, 1/4 cup of sugar. Yeast. 1 teaspoon of salt. I got a little trash can that I can keep it over here. All right, let's stir this. And you're also going to need bread flour, so let's get this stirred up first. All right, then also to this we want to add this mixture from the stove. Stir that up. That's not very soft, but when I knead it, it will get kneaded in. So you're going to need 2½ cups of bread flour. Put those in one at a time. These are the bags that I had left over of my bread flour. is 1. Let's stir this in. All right, let's put in our second. I was just listening to Donny Hathaway's This Christmas. It's like you hear that song. When I hear that song, I just think of my mom. She used to play that album over, and notice I said album. The album, that side of the record, anyway, that side of the record, like over and over and over at Christmas time. And what was so cool about it was not just this Christmas. It was like we didn't like it. Me and my brother and sister, we didn't like it at first. But it was the ghetto, which was mostly just instrumental. And it was like, the ghetto. It's like Too Short made his song, The Ghetto, from it. And we actually knew that back then. But as, you know, kids. Just because we would listen to that over and over and over again. But, yeah. The ghetto. Doom, 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 doom. It was like that one. And then, Where is the Love? Have you ever heard Where's the Love? The Sweet Peas sing. Is that what they call it? The Black Eyed Peas sing that. I'm talking about the Sweet Peas. All right. Now, we're going to need this. Let's see if I can get this to form a ball. Because that was 2 cups of our flour. Alright, let me get this formed into a ball. So just keep on moving until this is a ball, and then we're going to knead. I'm going to pour my flour, well, my ball of dough, out onto my floured surface. Alright, then I'm going to start kneading. And I'm going to knead about 10 minutes. And then it'll go in our bowl to rise. And then we're going to start shaping them. So I know in between I'm going to be doing the filling here in a minute. So do know that, because all of it's got to be done together. Yeah, I just knew it was Christmas when I heard Where is the Love, Donny Hathaway. I will always think of my mom when I hear that song. Always, like, you know, certain things that be ingrained in your head. That's one of them with me. And the Temptations, Christmas, you know, she loved that. So, yeah. You know, my stepfather was like a big Luther Vandross fan. He loved him some, he loves him some Rick James. I mean, he used to play that all the time. Alright, let me set my timer here. Alright, now see y'all guys when this is done. Alright, y'all, it's been 10 minutes. So you can see how smooth this dough looks. Alright, so we're going to grab our bowl. I'm going to spray down the bowl. Put in our ball of dough. Turn off my timer. Spray that. Alright, y'all, rub it around. And then we want to let this raise proof, whatever you want to call it, for at least an hour. An hour to 1 hour to 2 hours. So I'm going to put this, cover this, and sit this on the back of the stove. And then you'll see what the size, I wonder what size this is going to get. Is this going to be a slow rising dough? Is this going to be massive? We don't know. You just got to wait it out. That's why this is called As the Garden Turns. It's supposed to be like a soap opera. So will these things happen? You just have to wait till after the commercial break. So let's do the filling for my bread here. So I have half an onion. And I am not even going to need all this, I don't think. Take half of that. half of it, half, so a fourth of an onion. All right, then you're gonna need one of these small, little cute bell peppers. They are not hot; they're just sweet. All right, you want to dice this as well. And then I got some snack cheese, and this is sharp cheddar snack cheese. You want to cut this in blocks as well. Actually, this is good, just like this. It's probably the best size. Right, y'all, then I got some ham. Trying to get a couple pieces out. This actually says Frick's Gourmet Ham with natural juices. All right. So probably about 4 pieces of ham. And then you're going to dice these just like you dice those. All right. Then you're going to need some salami, probably about 2-3 pieces. And you're going to small dice these as well. I also have some thick cut Bologna. And then you want to dice this just like you diced everything else here. All right, y'all, we want to add all of this to a bowl. Grab a bowl. All right, you want to add this to your bowl. And my husband is saying that fight is coming on tonight with Jay. What is his name? I'm not into that. I know Mike Tyson never was into that either, but he's so excited about that. And yes, he is on his way home, so that's what my TV is going to be on tonight. That's all right. He deserved to watch what he wants. So you want to mix this up. Add a little bit of salt and pepper in here. Just a little salt, because all those meats are very salty. And some black pepper. All right. You want to mix that up. And I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to bring up our dough. And I'll show you the next step. All right, y'all. So the dough has puffed up. They said that instructions said, not they. The instructions said that it did not need to double in size. It just needs to look puffy. And this looks puffy, if you can see. So what we want to do is remove this from the bowl. Yeah, that's puffy. Not the daddy type, but the bread type. Okay. And then we want to cut this into 4 sections. Look at what my husband bought me yesterday, y'all. My own dough cutter. I feel professional now. I'm talking like that on purpose. Okay, so you want to cut this in 4. All right, y'all. Now, you want to form these into balls. And then we just going to let these proof, or actually just sit and rest, because you don't want to overwork this dough. Let me set my timer for 10 minutes, and we're just going to let this dough rest here. And then we're going to start rolling them out and filling them and putting them in the pan. All right, y'all, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe while my dough rests. So this is the pot that I'm going to use for my bread. It should be fine. I'm going to line this with some parchment paper, though. So you're going to need some scissors for this. Keep mine on my counter. And then it's just going to go right to the bottom. You want to lightly oil your pan and your parchment paper. Alright, y'all, this pan is ready for some bread. Alright, y'all, let's start stuffing these. Put down a little bit of flour. My husband just walked in, so him and Max are getting reacquainted. Max is wearing one of his favorite purple sweaters. He asked to put it on, so yes, he did. Alright, so we want to roll this out. 6 by 12, I think it's set into a nice rectangle. Okay, let's get my thing here. Almost 12. Now you need to go this way. All right. See my right here. I need to go over the top just a little bit more up here. So put down a little bit of QP mayo. You're going to start here. All right. Then you want to spread that. A little bit more. All right, now you want to add some of our meat mixture. Then we want to take our cutter here. Cut some little strips. Alright, now you want to fold that in. Fold that over. And roll this up. Alright, let's get our pan. Alright, y'all, you just want to lay this inside. And we're going to keep it moving. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So we're going to fill the rest of these, and I'll show you what this looks like. Now here is the finished sub sandwich yarn bread or wool bread. So I'm going to cover this and let this raise again for about an hour or so, and then you'll see what's next. But look how cute this is. This is really nice. It does actually look like it's knitted. That's why I said knit. All right, y'all, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My wool bread, you said what?
It's almost 6.
Is finished rising, so I'm going to, this is the second rise. It's been rising for probably about 75 minutes. We went walking while this was rising. So you're going to need some milk. You just brush it on the bread. Try not to deflate any of your wool strings here. So remember, this is a sub sandwich inside. I got like 3 types of meat and onions, bell peppers, mayo. So we'll see how this tastes. Alright, so I'm going to finish brushing this, and then this is going to go in the oven on 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. I'm going to keep coming in and out and checking on it, and I'll let you know when it's done. Alright, y'all, so this is cooled down enough where I can take it out of the pan. Uh-oh, babe, move this.
Move this?
Mm-hmm. There you go. That is beautiful.
You know what you're doing, don't you?
What?
You know what you're doing, don't you?
Look at the sides of this. Let me get something to hold this up. Oh, this ain't hot. It's not hot. I'm tripping. Look at that. Now, you know what? Let me just take that off so y'all can see up close how good that was on the side. Wait a second. Let me get you a close look. Look at this thing. How brown that is.
How the bottom
It's nice and light brown.
Yeah. Nice.
So this is the finished roll. So we're going to cut into this in a minute when we serve up dinner. I don't know if my husband wants to wait a little bit. But
eat with the,
yeah, these look so cool.
12 minutes to the fight.
So we're going to serve this up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Alright, y'all, so we finna cut this wool bread open. My sub sandwich wool bread.
Just cut
a section out for each of us. Fingers crossed. I don't need none that's that big.
I'm gonna cut it in half like that.
And then let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at the other side. Turn it around. Oh.
Beautiful.
So that is a cool meal to make for guests. You ain't gotta eat more.
Cut more. Yeah.
You gonna eat more than one piece?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a cool thing to make for your holiday season. And it looks like a wreath. You can like decorate it up, make it look real pretty. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get some plates. And then also I got my pull-apart fries here. These are fresh out the oven. So as you can see, we basically cut these into fries and you just pull them apart. Let me see. You just pull those apart like that. So you got a fry. And then you're going to dip it in that sauce. Alright, we're going to get all this plate up and then I'll let y'all see what it all looks like. This is what we having for dinner. We got my pull-apart fries here. As you can see, this is what it looks like once it gets going. You just pull them apart. This is the sub sandwich. What is the name of this bread? Wool bread. Wool bread. I keep wanting to say knitting. But wool bread, as you can see, is filled with salami, onions, bell peppers, bologna, ham, everything that goes on a submarine sandwich. And then over here we have our 3 variety of citrus pies. Cream pies. We have key lime, lemon, and orange. So this is what we're having for dinner and dessert. What are you having? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.